We putting work, turning nothing into something. They feelings hurt, we turning nothing into something. Give a fuck if they don't like me, cause all this bread I count excites me. Turning nothing to something, nothing into something. Turning nothing into something.
This crowd is amped. This crowd is amped and ready for the start of the 2025 home season after the Mets spent the first week of the season on the road.
They can't get enough of this whole thing right here. Juan Soto and his first home game as a member of the Mets. He's in right field this afternoon.
Francisco Lindor gets set to lead off the bottom of the first.
And he lines the first pitch in the left center for a base hit. Lindor is going to try for two. The throw to second base, and he is out. And they're going to challenge him.
I thought he got his left hand in for the tag.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner's safe.
And Lindor, with that, has his first extra base hit of the season.
And for the first time as a Met at Citi Field, here is Juan Soto. Popped up. Jimenez, the second baseman, under it, and right in the edge of the infield grass, makes the catch for the first out.
Everybody in orange and blue so happy in the offseason once Pete came back. Homegrown Met. It's one thing to go out and get Soto and win that battle, but to bring a guy back, it was so big for these fans.
Looking forward to Friday? Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll see you guys at home. All right. Be there, be square.
He is swinging the bat better than any other Met right now. And he lifts one out to right field, chasing Rodin back to the warning track, and it's out of here! Pete Alonso goes the other way for a two-run homer.
In his first plate appearance back at Citi Field since re-signing with the Mets, the Mets are leading by a score of 2-0.
2 down for Luis Angel Acuna.
Hit in the air, right center field. George Springer makes the catch and ends the inning. Kevin Gausman has retired 13 in a row without a strikeout. Glide's the most recent base runner for the Blue Jays. He had a 2-out single in the third.
Way outside, ball 4. That one goes to the backstop.
3-1 coming, and Santander takes it high, ball 4. Tyler McGill is done for the day after issuing back-to-back walks with 1 out of the 6th. And Reed Garrett will come out of the bullpen to try to protect a 2-0 lead.
1-2 to Jimenez. Runners lead second and first. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with that split. So now 2 men away.
Struck him out, got him with a splitter. Back-to-back strikeouts for Reed Garrett to strand a couple in the 6th.
A 4-pitch walk now to Lindor. That's the first base runner for the Mets since the first inning. That is going to be it for Kevin Gausman. And Mason Fluharty is going to make his second major league appearance here today and face Juan Soto.
1 out and 1 on the 6th. And he lines one down the right field line. That's an extra base hit for Soto. Lindor to third. It's kicked around out there by Rodin, so Lindor is going to be waved home. Jimenez makes the toss to the plate, not in time. Juan Soto with his first Citi Field hit as a Met drives in a run with a double, and it's 3-0 New York.
The Blue Jays are going to intensely walk Alonso for another left-on-left matchup.
With Brandon Nimmo.
And he drives one down the right field line. That's going to go to the wall. Soto around third. He will score. Alonso will be held at third. Brandon Nimmo with an RBI double to make it 4-0 New York. So Fluharty has faced 3 batters. They've all reached base, and now he'll come out of the game. Jacob Barnes in to face Starling Marte, and that's driven to center field. That'll get a run in. Sacrifice fly for Starling Marte, and it's 5-0 New York. Max Kranick trying to close things out in the home opener. The Jays are down to their final out of the day. Now Will Wagner. Wagner pops one up. The ball game is over. The Mets get a shutout in the home opener, like the Blue Jays, 5-0.
With Tractor Supply.
Pete, good to be home. Hell yeah. Hey, thank you guys for showing out today. Today was sick. Thank you for all the love, y'all. Thank you. The ovations you got from the start of the game throughout, what did today mean to you? I mean, this is stuff that you dream of as a kid. This is really special. I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you.
Pete, you've gotten off to an unbelievable start offensively. Another home run today. What are you happiest with right now overall with your at-bats?
I just want to keep making good swing decisions and feeling good in my swing, pitch to pitch, at bat to at bat.
Pete, this has been going on all game long. They love you here. I know you thank them for showing up, but for you personally, especially given how badly they wanted you back this offseason, what does the fan base mean to you?
No, you guys are awesome. I can't thank you enough for your unwavering support through it all. You guys are awesome. I can't thank you enough. Much love, guys. Thank you.
First Citi Field win of the season. Pete Alonso, thanks so much for the time.
Peter Alonso. Peter Alonso. Peter Alonso. Where the haters at, baby? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? And it's a late night blunt thoughts. Listen, man, shout out to my boy Quays. Shout out to my boy Joel. These two fuckers forced me to go to the game today. And now they forced me to do it live. I need new friends, ladies and gentlemen. I need new friends. But nah, man, what better to do than spend the time with you beautiful people? We spend the whole offseason together. We spend spring training together. We spend the first week together, the first 6 games. And now I go to opening day and I'm not going to spend it with you guys. That just wouldn't be right. So here we are for a nice, intimate, short blunt thoughts. But yes, man, just a great time at the ballpark today. Got out there nice and early. Did some pre-gaming with the fellas. Just hung out. Then made our way into the ballpark. Got to watch a little bit of the ceremonies. Nice anthem, all that good stuff. And then we get started with the ball game. Tyler McGill has a nice, clean first inning. And who the hell cares? Because what really matters is the man of the hour, Pete Alonso, who in the first inning right away says, "Welcome home, everybody. Welcome home to myself. Welcome home to the fans. And let's get this show started." And hits a ball, ladies and gentlemen, that, listen, we're in the ballpark, so we can't really tell. We see it get hit. Boom, goes out, home run. We go nuts. But then I get on social media and I see the replay, and I'm like, wow, this ball was down and away in the dirt. How the heck did he hit that? But some way, somehow, he hit it out there. And there was 2-0, off and running. And McGill was on, man. McGill was on it again. Listen, still a little bit too many walks, especially there at the end. But he did pretty damn good. 4 strikeouts, 2 hits, I believe it was. And I don't have any stats or anything ready. Like I said, we just did this spur of the moment. But a pretty good job by McGill. Then the 6th inning, shout out to my guy Paul, who was out there with us today too. Shout out to Patty. Good to see you, Patty, as always. You know I love you, Patty. Then McGill does the job, gets a little bit of trouble. Then the 6th, and then Reed Gary comes in, and then we have the bullpen handling business. You know what I mean? The bullpen does the job. Reed Gary does the job, gets out of that inning, and then we get the bottom of the 6th, where I forget how we got started, but I know Lindor ended up walking. Soto hits a double. Pete gets walked. Nimmo hits a double. Marte hits a sacrifice fly. And look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Pete didn't just get walked. Pete got intentionally walked. We kept hearing about how, wow, is Pete Alonso going to be enough to protect Juan Soto? Juan Soto's going to be getting walked left and right because of Pete Alonso. And instead, what we see, the first intentional walk, because I don't think Juan Soto's been intentionally walked. He may have been pitched around. He's been walked, yes. But intentional walk, the first one that we see is to Pete Alonso. But then we have my guy Brandon Nimmo right there to pick him up. Oh, you want to challenge me? You want to challenge me? Nimmo said, hold that. Take this double down the line too. And I thought it was a 2-run double, but Pete stopped at third. Okay, Marte got him in, like I said, with the sacrifice fly. And then the bullpen, ladies and gentlemen, which has been right up there. Like, the bullpen has been the MVP of this team so far. And the starters have been good, but the bullpen have bailed guys out. The bullpen have kept us in games. The bullpen just hold it down. And again, we saw with Garrett. We saw with AJ Minter come in there. Caught a little bit. I don't want to say caught a break, because we see it all the time. Just a loud strike. You know what I'm saying? Called the home run at first. I don't know what the hell them umpires were looking at, because it was clearly a foul ball. I don't want to say quickly, but overturned to the right call.
And then Kranick living the dream, man. Max Kranick living the dream, coming in there to finish it off with the 2 innings. But just a great game all the way around. A great day to be at the ballpark. Shout out to the guys from Queens Baseball, man. Shout out to the people from Queens Baseball. I was talking to my guy Keith after the game, and he felt like like it was a good crowd, but it was still lacking a little bit of energy. And once he said that to me, I said, you know what? I kind of agree. And when I think about it, there was a couple of times where people tried to start like a Peter Alonso chant or Let's Go Mets chant, and it like didn't really take off today for whatever reason. I don't know if I don't want to know why people are still skeptical or what the deal is, but I agree with him with that. But I mean, shout out to those guys. We got to see them. Like I said, it's fun to go to the ballpark and see people you haven't seen in a while, man. Whether it be the guest services guys, my guys Rick, Dennis, who always show me mad love, security people, Sam, the food people, my homie Tracy, who be looking out. It's just a great time that you see, friends, whether it be from friends that you met at the ballpark, and friends that you know in your personal life, man. Shout out to Tony, shout out to my homie Skills. It was good to see them. I already shouted out Patty, and you already know my guy's crazy, and Joel was out there too, hanging out and stuff. But let's get into some comments, see what you got, and then I'm gonna bring somebody up here who I've been trying to bring up here. He's been hiding out to get his thoughts because we talk about him all the time. And see what he thinks about today. Yo, Junior, what's going on, my brother? Good to see you, bro. What you think about the game, brother? What you think about? What? A link for what? A link for what? I don't think you want to go live or you want to go to the game. Yo, my guy, Ant, what's going on, kid? Good to see you, bro. What you think about that game today, man? What you guys think about that game today? Let me know what you guys thinking. I wasn't watching it on TV. For those that were on TV. Hey, Lisa, I see you. I saw the pictures. Ooh, I hope I get an invite this year. Oh, man. But good to see you, Lisa. City was rocking today, says my guy Joel. City was rocking. It really was. As it should be. And it's going to rock all year, man. It's going to rock all year. I was telling Quays as we were there, like, yo, I don't think it's going to be this kind of crowd, but this is the kind of crowd that we're going to see quite often, man, because if this team does what we think it's going to do, people are going to want to be out of that ballpark. So it may not be, what was it today? I forget. I saw the number, but it was a 40-something, whatever the hell thousand it was. It may not get to quite that, but I think we're going to start seeing high 20s, low 30s maybe on weekdays, especially when school is out and it gets nice weather out there. Yeah, it's going to be a fun year. It's going to be a fun year. Dime a ver, Ramos, ¿qué lo que? What's going on, Cindy? What's going on? How about that win today? It was beautiful. And check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It was just the top 4, top 5 in the lineup getting it done. The big guns, you know what I'm saying? It was the big guns getting it done and Marte getting involved with that sacrifice fly. It can't be like that all the time. We don't want it to be like that all the time. But listen, let's be honest here. It's not like Lindor and Soto have been really, tearing it up or anything like that. Yeah, I know Soto gets on. He's been getting on base, blah, 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 whatever. But it was good to see the top of the lineup today get involved and do the damn thing. What? Did it really? Holy crap. That's interesting. I must have put the wrong time, but we're live. We're live now. I could have sworn I put 10 p.m. for today. It must have put tomorrow, and I didn't notice. That's quite possible, but you're here, and that's what's important. So thanks for being here. I'm guessing that means that, yes, I might get an invite. Oh, yeah, really? Damn, I screwed that up. My bad, y'all. I hope that doesn't. Well, maybe we'll have another live tomorrow at 10 p.m. Who the hell knows? Let's see. But like I said, I want to bring somebody up and chop it up with them and see what they thought. And just because he's always back here helping me helping me out in the background and stuff, and it's only right. And I've been trying to bring him up here, so I don't know if he's ready or not, but we're gonna make him be ready. But everybody, say hello to my guy Quays, man, who helps me out in the background. Yo, Quays, what's good, brother? What's going on, man? It's we gonna make it work. Blunt thoughts. I told you guys, man. You know what it is. It's the most bootleg show, but we gonna be real. We gonna keep it real, man. What you? There you go. There you go. But what you thought about today, man? What's your feelings about the whole opening day experience? Is this your first opening day? I know it was the first opening day for some of the other guys, but this is your third. Okay, okay. Nah, for sure, for sure. And obviously, what was your feelings about how Pete's been playing so far, and seeing him hit that home run today and get that what you gonna call it, that curve call, that was great. Now, for sure, you just said something that made me think like a little kid out there. Even if we listen to him now when he does his interviews and stuff, it's almost back. And if you guys remember, I said in the off season, we need Pete back to get back to that goofy, that goofball Pete, that make no sense Pete, but that just what do you like that natural original Pete, not that scripted Pete that was just trying to say the right thing or whatever the case may be. And I think we're seeing some of that now. It's been like a little bit inside joke between you, Joel and myself, but if you guys saw, we popped it up on the live when Joel said yesterday, we ain't got no squares in my clique. Well, it comes from Pete when he said the other day, after that Marlins game, and, Steve goes asked him about the home opener or whatever. He said something along the lines of, I'm gonna paraphrase this, I kind of quote unquote. And he said something about like, yeah, it's gonna be great, be there or be square. You know what I'm saying? So since I wasn't gonna go there, when these guys were like, "Yo, what's up? Like, you gonna go?" Oh, and then Joel actually sent me the video, right? Joel sent the video in the group chat. It was like, "Yo, look, Pete said you gotta be there or be square." And I was like, "Well, I guess I'm gonna be square because I ain't going." And these guys wasn't having it, but nah, it's just great to see Pete having fun. It's great to see Pete having that early success and getting the love that he got today. You know what I'm saying? And during the player intros, during the whole game, like Steve Gelb said in the interview. I know I was I was screaming MVP, let's go Pete and all that good stuff. Every chance that I got. Um, let's see, as Carlos here says, they haven't been tearing it up, Hank. But how good was it to see Lindor hustling on the first pitch for the second for the double? Oh no, that was great. That was great, and good slide by him. Um, he dude was gonna break out of it one way or another, not for sure. And it was a great slide. As crazy as well, you good, brother? You having technical difficulties over there or what? Yeah, let's see if Quace figures it out. We'll bring him back in a sec. But hold on. So while he's gone, let's go back to this one so it doesn't get screwed up. But not for sure. We know he's gonna break out of it. We know he's gonna break out of it. Oh man, it's gonna be a hell of a time. If you haven't been to that stadium, and it's just a great stadium. It's a fan friendly stadium. Um, and listen, once you get in there, everybody's friends, man. We're all in there for the same goal, like I always say, and it's to watch our team win. Now, this is the good question. This is Quay's back. Let's bring Quay's back because I would definitely want to hear his opinion on this. But as Dolo Supreme says, do you think the crowd cheering for Vlad was disrespectful for Pete? Hmm. I
You
don't
think the crowd cheering for Love was disrespectful to Pete?
I don't find it to be disrespectful. I personally don't like it. I didn't get involved in it. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Like,
thinking
I
about
don't
it.
really have my eyes on Vlad, to be honest with you guys. I don't. You guys know how I feel about it. I don't think he's gonna be able to come here anyways. The kind of contract that he's going to get and that he's demanding, I just don't think it's a smart move for the Mets. Like we already have too many guys long term and headed towards DH, and to me it just doesn't make sense. To me, it just doesn't make sense. What I'm hoping is that P keep playing the way that he's playing. And let me tell you guys something. If P keeps playing the way that he's playing, we know he's gonna opt out. But I'm hoping that P keeps playing the way that he's
I hope
playing,
not.
and some way somehow we offer him a contract extension or whatever. But what you think about that question? Did you think it's disrespectful?
You know, there's always going to be fans. I mean, was it disrespectful when they were cheering for Juan Soto?
But we
You know,
didn't really. But we didn't have anybody like that Soto was kind of like pushing out though.
I
Like we
feel you.
know that if we get Vladdy, we're pushing out
No,
the
I hear you.
Alonso.
I hear you. I mean, listen,
Unless
I'm not looking for Vladdy. If he falls on our laps, then it is what it is. But the chance of the chance, you're gonna have those fans who do it. I'm not one of them, but I'm not gonna say it's disrespectful.
right now, I've
Yeah.
seen some people lately talking about bring Vladdy in anyways, and we could put Pete as DH and all that. But
In my eyes, Vladdy's gonna be a DH in a few years himself. So
Vladdy,
you
Pete,
know,
Soto,
yeah.
shit, Nemo.
Are we just gonna have a team full of DHs?
You know what I
Like
mean? Like that's tough. That's tough. I don't know if that's a
that's
good idea.
crazy.
I don't know if that's a good
I
idea.
don't think so. Me personally, I don't think so. Appreciate that. Yeah, I peeped that.
Wait, you guys can't hear Crazy, or you can hear
Nah,
it
they
now,
couldn't
right?
hear me before. Actually, that's why I left because I noticed and I was like, "What the heck?"
Oh, because of the.
That's what
That's why
happens
you
when you
got off of
surprise
me.
people and you just pop them up on the screen.
Yeah, damn. So we had all that conversation that I was talking to myself. Then great, just great.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Blunt door,
But
blunt door.
I think they heard you now, though.
Yeah.
My guy Junior says Steve is a stone cold killer. I mean, Pete is a stone cold. This is a stone cold killer, Pete. Just read the damn thing, heck, and stop trying to paraphrase. You've had one too many drinks when one is too many drinks, and I had quite a few. So
I got one in front of me right now. I don't even know if I'm allowed to drink it while we're on. I don't know.
I mean, listen, they're not sponsoring us, so let's keep it off the screen. But there's nothing like what I'm saying that's really stopping us. Let's see what else today. I mean, listen, it was good to see Soto get his first hit too at City Field, driving his first run. What you thought about that?
I mean, the way the crowd sounded, his double sounded like it could have been a home run.
Right, right.
Honestly, it
No,
was
and
pretty.
he's obviously feeling good because then we even saw him steal a base later on in the game.
Yeah, he was feeling good, bro. He's happy to be here. I think he really is happy to be here. He's
No, and you
enjoying
know what?
himself.
How about we do some of that? How about
Gonna
we do
pull the
some of
clip
that?
up.
Let's listen to some of these guys talk in the post game as he talked about that. Um, let's see what he says here about his first home game as a Met.
Nah, word to Carlos. Shout out to McGill. I wore a McGill jersey today.
Yeah. McGill was, I mean, Crazy was repping for McGill for sure.
Yeah.
And since we weren't ready to do a two-man show, this is gonna look funny, ladies and gentlemen, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, wait a minute. I don't even have my screen up here. Yo, Eddie, what's good? Eddie,
Shout
what
out
you
to
doing? You want
Eddie.
to come up in
Yeah.
here? I'll send you the link right now, bro. Let me
boy,
know.
Eddie.
Wait a minute. Oh, I'm bugging. It is here.
What we got going on?
It is here. Let's listen to a little bit of
Starting
Juan
with
Soto
you,
here.
I'm sure you anticipated this day for a while, ever since you signed. How did it live up to the expectations?
I feel it was pretty cool to see all the fans out there, cheering for you and supporting the whole team. I think it was a really good experience and great start.
Juan, just starting with you, I'm sure you anticipated this day for a while, ever since you signed.
Now, this
How
was
did it
funny, ladies
live
and
up to
gentlemen. Did
the
you guys hear this?
expectations?
This was hilarious. Come on,
I
Juan.
feel it was pretty cool to see all the
You
fans out there.
gotta
cheering
learn
for
how to
you and
say polar bear, not
supporting the whole
polar
team.
beer.
I think it was.
What do you think of what this guy's doing right now?
That's why they call him a polar bear. He's tremendous power.
Look at Pete. That's so Pete.
What do you think of what this?
Look at Pete. Look at Pete. Look at Pete's face. Like what?
What do you think of what this guy's doing right now?
That's why they call him the polar bear.
Look at Pete's face. He's like, what? They call me a what?
This is tremendous power.
He's I'm a crush a beer after, but
Yeah, I might crush a beer
That's why they
after,
call
right?
him the polar beer.
Oh my God, that's
This is
hilarious.
tremendous
All right,
power.
we gotta
yeah.
pause that so it doesn't keep playing in our ears. Sorry, guys. We're just having fun tonight, man. This is what happens
How do
when
you
we
sum up
do
the amount of love that was out there for you
impromptu
today,
blunt
starting with
thoughts.
the pregame introductions, and then
That's a
you come
dope
out, and
question.
then you get the curtain call. How do you sum all that up?
Yeah, I mean it was sick. I mean just I mean that type of stuff is what you dream about as a kid, and to have that type of support being reciprocated, I mean it's really special for sure, and I enjoyed every second of it.
How do you sum up the amount of love that was out there for you today, starting with the
Listen, B got a lot of love today, as you can hear from the comments there. I don't know, crazy. I didn't really see. We walked in as the introductions were going
That is
on,
true. That is true.
so it was tough to tell who got the loudest ovation. To be honest, Eddie, I really couldn't tell.
I would
I
say
really
Pete
couldn't.
because he hit the home run.
Well, yeah, as the game was going on, for
Nah,
sure, for
no.
sure. Yo,
Yeah.
odd villain, for sure, brother. Definitely good to meet you, bro. I forgot to shout you out before too. Another one of the guys I met today. So a lot of people today. A lot of people
Yeah.
today. A lot of
Hold
hellos.
on.
A lot of people who walk by me act like they didn't know who I am. They don't know me or whatever. Got a lot of fake handshakes. Got some real handshakes. Like I said, man. Shout out to my people. Shout out to my guy Rube, who gave me a nice adult beverage, man. Appreciate you, Rube. Shout out to Chris. And again, shout out to Ivan. And definitely was good to me. Shout out to Master Flip. Good to see you out there too, my guy Master Flip. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And
That's
again, shout
funny.
out to Tony too.
We
And
know
shout
we
out to
know
my
all of
guy
that.
State, who I ran into on the subway on the way to the game. My guy State, who does all the Knicks stuff, man. Today was just a good day, man. Today was a good. You know what, Eddie? I got the biggest ovation today. Now let me stop. Nah, man. Like I don't know. I really don't know. You know you. I mean, you was walking with me, so I don't know if you heard Quays. But
That's
yeah,
what
see,
Patty
Patty
gotta
says
say.
P had
Patty
all
says
the
Pete.
love all game as I'm getting that damn cramp again. Jesus.
Oh God.
Yeah, terrible,
Well,
terrible. But I know, I mean, yeah, Pete definitely got the love all game. There was Pete, MVP chance. No, no, what was that? The Pete Alonso, the Pete Alonso. Appreciate that, Ivan, and appreciate that. The Pete
I
Alonso
mean,
chance was
Lindor did get
going
an
on.
MVP chant too, though.
No, Lindor got the MVP chance as soon as
You
the
know what I'm
leadoff
saying?
double.
That one was pretty loud,
He
in
got the
my
lead.
opinion.
Yeah. He got the
That
MVP
one
chance
was
as soon
pretty
as the
loud.
leadoff double. He got the My Girl Serenade and all that.
Yo, you
He
know
even
what
called
I'm
timeout before
saying?
that first pitch. He called timeout to let it go on and stuff like that. But let's
Yo,
listen
my
in
tripod
again
is
to a few more of
horrible.
the comments here, man. And
I'm sorry, yo.
Carlos Ramos, look, que tú decías que Pete don't
And
love
for
New
me,
York,
like
bro.
knowing the
Pete loves us,
The kinds of
Carlos. Pete
moments that
loves
you
you too.
envisioned when you were
He loves the
deciding
city.
whether to come back or not, that whole process, like and is there an alternate reality that you can think of, like, man, that it almost didn't happen again?
honestly the like envisioning coming back. I mean, for me, it was just all about winning, and for me, like knowing the culture here, knowing the guys, knowing the camaraderie.
Wait a minute.
Um,
Guys.
you need
Yo,
a
Quays, why you ain't you guys can hear it or something? Is that what it is? Jesus. Could you hear the audio or no?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. What the hell? Where is it?
I think we're both clicking it.
Is that what it is? No, it's supposed to come up right here. Why is it not
Well, no,
coming
I'm
up?
not doing anything.
Jesus, sorry guys. That's
MVP and
strange.
my girl. Mm.
This is the one. My bad. This is the one. Sorry about that, y'all. Let's start that again. But you could hear the audio, huh?
Pete, were these the kinds of moments that
Terrible.
you envisioned when you were deciding whether to come back or not, that whole process, like and is there an alternate reality that you can think of, like, man, that it almost didn't happen again?
Honestly, the envisioning coming back. I mean, for me, it was just all about winning, and for me, like knowing the culture here, knowing the guys, knowing the camaraderie. Um, you need a great combination of talent, hard work, and chemistry, and obviously this place is familiar. Love it here. Love playing at City. Love being in New York, and it checks all those boxes for me. And for me, uh, is the best option, and it's just such an easy decision to come back.
And I'm glad you made it, P. We love you too, bro. But I just
Easy
noticed something, ladies
decision.
and
Easy
gentlemen.
decision. Took
Yo,
a long time
nephew.
for an easy decision.
Good to see you, nephew. Love you, nephew. Watch your mouth, though, bro. Watch your mouth.
Up, up.
Yo, my other nephew was at the game. Ain't even come say hello, bro. Like, I don't
Didn't even come
understand these
check
kids,
us.
bro. I used to take these kids when they was little peons to the game. Now he going by himself. Don't even holler at me. Like, what the hell is going on?
Pete, were these the kinds of moments that you
Wait, Can
envisioned
you
when
stop? What the hell did that play? My guy Junior says, can we quickly discuss how Hefner rushed out to the mound at the first sense of danger for McGill? Listen, obviously every pitch is different, right?
Yeah.
So I guess McGill, they know they got to make sure they reel him in
They
pretty
said,
quick.
"Whoa,
You know
whoa,
what I'm
whoa,
saying?
whoa, whoa,
Yeah, yeah. They
whoa."
they gotta reel reel McGill in pretty quick. Yeah, exactly. For him, the other guys they might give him a little bit more of a leash, even though sometimes we wished that we went out there. So Patty's adamant. Patty's adamant
I
that
agree, Patty.
that Pete had the loudest ovation and received the love all game. Oh, there you are. Good game today. I'm glad I went. Yeah, I'm glad you went too. I'm glad you came by and said hello.
They even come check us. They even come check us, bro.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
No, but it was definitely great vibes today.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
Inside, outside, wherever you were.
Let's see as Juan Soto talks about the fan base here. Let's see what he
Yeah,
got to say.
I mean, if
For Juan, you've mentioned looking forward to this day in particular, first home game a few times. Does it feel like home?
yeah, I mean, it feels great. This fan base is it's amazing. Like I said in the past, I didn't realize how many fans they have and how many passionate they are, and it's really cool.
For Juan, you've mentioned looking forward to this day.
Now, I gotta say something, ladies and gentlemen. I was listening a little bit to Keith McPherson, and I don't listen too much. Keith McPherson on WFAN, but he says something that I was like, you know what? He kind of has a point. And if you notice there, Juan Soto says, I didn't notice how many fans they had and how passionate they are. And Keith was like, wait a minute, Juan, you are they. It's time for you to say we. How many fans we have. He's like, I'm a Yankee fan, and I say we. I've always said we, and I'm like, damn, he's right. I say we. Oye, Juan, dime a ver. Somos
What's up?
nosotros. We. Nosotros. You part of us. Look at the METS on the front of your jersey. You've been saying how much you wanted to pay here, how much you love it, how much. Now let's start saying we, bro.
This was his true first day at school today. Give him a
This is
break.
your first day at school.
Yeah, give him a break.
Now, you know, now that you say that, are we looking for Juan Soto's first Met moment? Like, what do we call it? Becoming a Met moment still? Or do we just welcome it? Like, is he already a
Nah,
Met?
nah, nah. You as we
Does
always
he still
do,
have
you
to have
have
it
to
like,
become a Met.
yo, you became a Met moment, right?
Nah, you
Everybody
have to
has to
become
have
a
that
Met.
moment,
Yeah, yeah,
right? I wonder
yeah.
how that's gonna come.
You don't
I
just
wonder
walk
how.
in our house. You don't just walk in here and just get it. You still have to
Right,
earn it.
right.
Them guys upstairs may have paid you, but we didn't. You gotta earn it from
You gotta earn
us.
that from us, right?
For real.
Nah, I agree. I agree.
Yeah. What we got going
Johnny
on?
says this team is only gonna get better as the season goes on. Absolutely, absolutely, and they're gonna get healthier, right?
You already
They're
need
gonna get
that.
healthier. So Yeah, look at this. These are my two nephews. They laughing. They think it's funny. They find it hilarious. Oh, you miss your home? You miss your home? You'll find your own ass over there. Tell Sleepy to take you. Nah, I love you guys, man. Can't wait till you come out here. We go to the game for sure. You know that. He thinks he's free from Miguel Stars and no one. What are you guys talking about? Running out there to the mound? He feels like he's gonna get charged if he goes out to the mound.
Mm.
Oh, Cindy, you was one of them. You was against my guy Pete. I told you, man, stop listening to Ramos,
Can't
man.
doubt it. Can't
I
doubt
know
it.
you and Ramos be getting along and shit on the comments, but nah, man, stop listening to Ramos on the Pete stuff, man. Told you, bro.
Stop listening to Ramos.
Carlos gonna kill me. I can imagine my text right now. Like, yo, I'm coming over there right now from PR Watch. Hey, listen, but that's what a real person does, Joel. That's what a real person does. And Cindy's real. You haven't noticed that? You better ask somebody.
We just need you to, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it, Joel. I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, right. We need you to be up in here next time. As my nephew says, Soto doesn't look satisfied. He wants to play better. He better not be satisfied.
I think Soto wanted a home run today. I think that's what it is. He wanted that today.
Dallas McPherson is Yo, Junior, you're relentless, bro.
Yo.
Bro, listen, I'm surprised. I had said he was gonna hit a home run on opening day and at the home opener. Those are the vibes that I thought he was coming with. But I'm a maniac. But that's what I was thinking. So yeah,
we want the whole lineup to hit a fucking home run.
Yeah, well, no, but I just thought like, yo, this guy is such a showman, right? That he's just gonna come in and just take off right away and be like, I'm here, bam, like just step up to the moment. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but
I feel that.
I think we've seen a little bit of him maybe trying to, in a couple of occasions, trying to do a little much, where we've seen him like roll over and hit them toppers over the third. Like you even seen him, was it the third or short that hit what I think was not yesterday, the day before yesterday. But just not make that like solid contact, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But nah, yeah. Listen, I'm definitely surprised he hasn't. But hey, he might hit. He's gonna hit one before this homestand is out. We know that for sure. I don't think he'll go through the homestand without hitting a home run at City.
Unless they just pitch around him the whole damn weekend. And let Pete hit up knockers.
not if Pete keep doing what he's doing though. It's gonna be hard to pitch around him, bro.
That's gonna be two more people on base, and then that's when Swaggy V or Nimmo gotta start.
Oh my gosh, Swaggy V. Well, Nimmo's doing the damn thing, but talking about him walking and let's listen into this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Juan, can you talk about what kind of 1-2 punch you can be with Pete if he's productive like today, and how his at bats impact yours?
I think it's great to have a guy behind you when he's swinging the bat well and when he's hot. I think it's really good protection. Give me a chance, to see more pitches around the strike zone and try to do more damage. Everybody knows I can control the strike zone, but sometimes at bats get longer when they're running away from it. But when you have a guy like Pete, I think it's great protection.
Juan, can you talk about what kind?
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about it's gonna get me to get more strikes. You know what I'm saying, from having Pete back there. Yo, hold on. Let me clear that up. I left the radio playing when I left to the game. So when I came in, it was already playing, and it was his show. He was hosting. So it's not like I went out there looking to listen to Keith McPherson. You know what I'm saying?
It just happened.
Yo, get off my girl Cindy's back, man. Cindy says, I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I did say that all along. I love Pete. I thought he was in his head a lot last season. I agree with that, but I was wrong to doubt him. No more. I agree with that.
Peterson's been a guy from day one.
Nah, he gonna get it though. He gonna get it. He's gonna get it. That's what it is, Cindy. It's always LFGM. Always LFGM.
That Cindy's a realist.
No. You take it easy. You take it easy, Carlos. That's
Oh
what it
man.
is, right? He's calm now. He's taking those pitches. Man, listen, guys. I've mentioned this a couple of times. As Joel says, Peter's much calmer now with his 2 year and Soto in front of him. The guy just won of the years, and plenty of men shitted on him because they saw Vladdy is available next year. Exactly. Listen, I'm still waiting and hoping that we come and find out that Vladdy has gotten a deal. So we don't have to hear about that nonsense anymore. But let's see if we can find another video. As I forgot my train of thought, I was gonna say something. But you jump in there anytime you want, Quays. Don't let me dominate the mic, man.
No, I'm looking through these comments and trying not to laugh.
As McGill talks about P right now. Listen to McGill talk about P right now.
My guy McGill, finally looking good.
The guy gets that like back. It's hot. What can he do for a team?
I mean, you got to kind of just pitch careful when the guy's hot. So, hate to be the one pitching to him right now. So, keep it going and yeah, just day by day.
You know what? That's what I was gonna say, guys. To Joel's point about P being more calmer and stuff like that, and I've talked about it a couple of times how we saw with the ABS system during spring training where P challenged a couple of pitches and won, right? And we know he talked about being able to repeat a swing and laying over that pitch and all that stuff in the off season. But I wonder if him getting the success with the ABS system gave him the conviction, like, you know what? When I lay off them pitches, it's because I know they're balls, damn it. Even if the umpires haven't been giving him those calls. You know what I'm saying? And maybe even the umpires seeing, like, oh, wait a minute. Damn, we got to give Pete the same respect that we give a guy like Juan Soto. Maybe not as much because Soto's already proved that he knows the strike zone, but man, Pete needs to seem to know the strike zone just as much. I
And that
don't know
home
what.
run he hit was way outside. Like that was
No, yeah, that was way outside, but just him
watching.
being calmer up there and
He's
taking
watching.
very close because he's taking some close pitches and they're being called balls. And I just wonder maybe in the past those would have been called strikes. And if again the ABS system and the success that he had in spring training has kind of like carried on both for him and maybe even the umpiring. Now he's been phenomenal, man. Beyond great. Beyond great. Did I missed what? I don't know.
I don't know.
Very different, very different, very different. But shit, we said we're gonna do this like 30 minutes or so, and it's already been 45 minutes, about to be 45 minutes.
45.
So let's try to see if we can finish this at 45 minutes. See if we find any comments here, any other word comments worth. Oh yeah, I just saw something, but let's hear from Soto and P here, and then we're gonna hear from Brandon Nimmo real quick because I saw a good comment there. Let me get that ready. And let's go here. Won't believe it, John. Believe it. He's been phenomenal, McGill, so far.
Juan, just going back to that six, Lindor gets on base. Yeah, you get your first hit at Citi Field as a Met. Just how did not only that feel, but how did it feel that knowing that hit kind of sparked the rest of the offense that inning?
I think it's great. You know, when you break the other team's plans, it's a little bit better. You know, they bring the lefty to face me. They probably give me a ground ball or something. And when you get come through in a big situation like that, I think he's always great. He's always great, and really glad that I was able to put the ball in play and try to give it a chance to Lindor to score.
Both. Juan.
Soto got to get a little bit more comfortable, though, man. Let's listen to McGill real quick before we listen to my guy Nemo.
Did the job.
Could you draw it up any better?
Yeah, a little more efficient with the pitching, but
I agree.
Did the job. And then Reader coming in and just dealing. So, yeah, full bullpen, killing it. Offense, killing it. Yeah, it was pretty perfect ball game today. So, yeah.
Could you draw it up?
Oh, you guys notice that they already got the City Connects up in the lockers for tomorrow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
ready, ready.
That's not. Let's see.
Random question: who do you think's better, him or his brother?
McGill?
Yeah.
I haven't watched his brother much. So, I mean, come here where we face him. Man, this is our guy. Our guy's better. What the hell?
That's what I wanted to hear.
Listen to the guy Nemo here, because I think he's gonna say something that I want to hear.
think Pete went through in the offseason to see the ovation he got.
Sorry, guys.
Run in his first at bat and then get a curtain call. I mean, were you celebrating, cheering for him? I mean, what was your feeling?
Yeah, 100%. You know, I mean, Pete's been having a great opening to the season, and I know he's put a lot of hard work in this offseason. It's just great to see it paying off for him, you know, right away to be having those dividends right away. So Pete loves New York. He loves the Mets fan base, and I'm so glad that he's putting on a show for them. That was awesome. You know, he put us on the board right away, and you know, just very much Pete. He finds the barrel and it can leave any ballpark, you know. So we love what he's doing, and you know, we love Big Pete, and you know, want him to keep doing this and keep being a dangerous hitter. You know, we really enjoy him right in the middle of our lineup, and you know, it helped us get some momentum right away.
What they said, we love Big Pete, and hit that like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, Carlos. But yeah, bro, I think Quay's bring that up before, but I missed it.
Yo, Nimmo talks like he's like a part of the upper organization.
Bro, that's how he kind of feels, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like he talks like, yeah, we brought this guy in. Like,
well, that's the kind of, I guess that's.
Nah, I mess with it though. That's
Lindor too. Him
yeah.
and Lindor, you see the relationship that they have for ownership with both Steve and Alex. I don't know if you saw today. I'm actually bring that up because I thought it was funny. That's something that we could talk about. But let's see what Carlos says. That's what I tweeted. Heck, he looks like 2022 Pete. Going oppo up the middle, taking pitches and waiting for the one that's his. He looks confident at the plate, different than last season. Absolutely, bro. And that's the Pete that we want. That's the Pete that first came up here, right? That's the kind of hitter that Pete told us that he was. He always said, I'm a gap-to-gap guy. I like to use the whole field, blah, 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 blah. And then for whatever reason, he fell in love with the home run. I'm a home run hitter. I'm the best home run hitter. I'm a pop, whatever the hell he said. So I totally agree with you. He's looking like 2022 Pete. I said I probably shouldn't take the drink of that beer. I start burping and all kinds of crap right now. But yeah. Joel says, John, he's always good in April. It's after that we have to worry about. Hopefully he keeps it up. He keeps it going. The Mets brass loves him, bro.
You already know.
He said he's talking about McGill.
Yeah. He
finished 6-0. If McGill doesn't do what he did at the end of the season, we probably don't make the playoffs. As Junior says, the McGill owns a 1.41 ERA over his last 6 starts, dating to September 9th, 2024, bro.
I mean, come on.
Now, he has to keep it going.
I ain't rocking the McGill jersey for no reason today. He's been doing his thing.
Right. I saw somebody post on X.
He's been doing his
that,
thing.
Hopefully he stays healthy too. I forget who it was, but shout out to that person. So was that what that was for before? And I know like some of these comments were a few minutes ago and stuff. Oh my gosh. I can't do a quick live. I can't do a quick 30 minutes. I cannot do a quick 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
No, what happens is it's not even the trash, right? My next door neighbor, they collect bottles, right? So I have a bag that I just throw my water bottles in there. The shit is all the way to the top. So I try to throw it right in the corner, see if it landed, and it landed there, and it kind of tried to stay, and then it blew.
Damn tripod.
Because they just basically they don't fit no more. You don't miss nothing, huh?
They on it, man.
Ooh. Number 4, Alvin. Well, he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's hurt, so I don't know if he's even. Well, they say he was gonna catch Kodai Senga's bullpen, so he must be there. But I'm assuming that you're saying number 4 as in Francisco Alvarez. But someone who has been there and in the lineup and has been non-existent is my guy Swaggy V, who right now is anything but swaggy. who has no swag right now, and he needs to find it,
Swagless
man.
V.
Yeah, he's swagless V, straight up. I love my guy Vientos, but he needs to pick it
Figured.
up, bro. He definitely needs to pick it up. Yo, he said, yo, it's my guy Eddie, man.
Don't
That is my
say.
guy Quaze. Quaze is always around helping me out in the background, bringing up the comments, helping me transition between stuff. Like I don't like to say producer because who the hell am I? He's just my boy that likes to help me out and stuff. But I've been trying to get him and my guy Joel so we could do our own little thing, as part of Blunt Thoughts. They've been a little slow, so I told Quaze, man, keep that camera on, and one day I'm just gonna pop you on. I kind of
Yeah,
gave
he
him a
did.
warning today,
I'm not even
so he
supposed to
was
be
kind
on
of
camera
ready.
right now.
Yeah, no, but you on. So he was kind of ready. So we put him on, but we gonna pop him up every now and then, and have some fun and stuff like that for sure, man. But appreciate that, man.
Appreciate it.
But Eddie's a good dude, man. He's my guy, man. Eddie's my guy too, man. We gonna keep
Eddie's a good
doing.
dude. Great
We
dude.
gonna keep doing Met Talk Unfiltered. Look for Met Talk Unfiltered on Sunday night. We'll be doing one of those for sure.
What you think
If the
about
start,
this?
if the starters keep giving us 5 and 6 innings, this team will be very tough to beat. Having that great bullpen. Yep. When Manai and Monsters come back, the depth of the pitching will be insane.
It's gonna
Absolutely,
be
bro. Now,
deep. It's gonna be
I would
crazy.
like to see more sixth innings too, but let's be honest here. I was thinking about this on the way home today. I had a lot of time to think on the subway. Hey, listen, but we talk about how these guys that we don't have an ace, right? We don't have an ace. If we talk about these guys, and people would say, even during spring, we have a bunch of 3, 4 starters. We have a bunch of number 5 starters. We have a bunch of back end starters. Well, those guys, you're usually asking for 5 runs and keep us in the game. So that's what these guys are giving us. They're giving us that and maybe a little bit better. And when this offense gets going, it's going to be even easier to push a Tyler McGill through that 6th inning if we have
Mhm.
maybe a 4-0 lead, a 5-0 lead at that point. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of 2-0, when you're trying to nurse that lead, you don't want to blow that lead in opening day or anything like that. But eventually, yeah, I
Mhm.
want to see these guys be pushed a little bit more. But we also have to remember, right? These guys are all 4 and 5 starters. Yes or no, Quays? Maybe 3 starters. So what do you usually get from those guys? 5 innings, 3-4 ERA, high 3, maybe a low 4 ERA, and you're happy with a number 5, 4, number 5. Give me some innings, maybe.
Yeah.
But we also know that these guys nowadays don't really go that far into the game or that long into the game. They get close to 100 pitches and the managers get nervous. They condition these guys to only pitch up to 100 pitches. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy, but I don't know. I think Crazy's camera froze. So while he gets ready, comes back. But yeah, that's what I think about that. I just but no, because the good thing is we also have a lot of guys in the bullpen that can give us those multiple innings and all that stuff. Now, I like to see maybe a little bit more like today when we don't go with multiple guys giving us multiple innings in the same game, because then that makes guys unavailable for a couple of days. And that still makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I'd rather use guys in a shorter stint and be able to use them sooner, if not the next day, but maybe the day after, instead of maybe having to give them 2 days. Obviously, with Buto, I think it's always going to be a little bit like that, where he's always, for the most part, going to give multiple innings. And Buto's probably more often than not going to pitch on the next day either. So, 2 walks for Lindor, definitely a good sign. Definitely a good signs. Definitely good signs. Lindor will score 131 runs this season and break the single season record of the Mets. Wow. Swagless V, that's what it is, Delo Mio. That's what it is. That's what it is. Santander. Why the hell are we gonna get Santander, first of all? Second of all, Santander signed like a 5-year deal with the Blue Jays, I believe, or 3-year deals, whatever the hell it was. 3-year deals, whatever the hell it was. We're not getting Santander right now.
Santander. Weren't we just talking about what was he? Uh,
He's on the Blue Jays. You hear that ball? You hear that ball that Soto? You gotta turn your TV down. You hear that ball that Soto caught over there?
Yeah.
So,
Santana.
I agree. But at the same time, the depth of the bullpen is also good. Kranick, Garrett, Buto, and Nunez can cover the sixth and the seventh inning. Yeah, exactly. We haven't even seen Daniel Nunez yet. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Man. Joe G, leave me have a great day, my guy. Definitely a great day, bro. Definitely a great day.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Sandy Alcantara. Well, that's the hope. That's the hope. And we saw our
That
guys actually try to recruit this weekend
I was
and
I was
push the front
trying.
office. Yeah, even Crazy was out there trying to recruit. Crazy was out there in Miami trying to recruit Alcantara. Should have bring him back, Quaze. Should have bring
Right?
him back. Yeah, I don't know how he makes those. I don't know how he makes those up. But nah, man, it's about to be an hour, so I think we're definitely gonna get out of here. As I said 10 minutes ago, we were gonna be out of here at 45 minutes, and now we're at
We didn't move
55 minutes.
past it.
Majority of starting pitching in baseball is 5 to 6 innings. 7 innings for the stop starters in baseball is like a complete game now. It's sad because we grew up on guys going 8 to 9 innings. That's exactly right, Amizi. That's the but
Only time these dudes is doing that kind of work is if they're already throwing a no hitter. Like that's the only time
and
you
even
kind of see
then we
that,
seen guys get pulled.
and that's crazy. I hate
Even
when I
then
see
we
that.
seen
That's
guys get
crazy.
pulled.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they'll let guys that have been in the league for a while, maybe someone like to throwback guys. Now I don't know if anybody will be left in the game that to like really throw a no hitter unless it's like they're like really being efficient. You know what I mean? And then like they're like nowhere near 100 pitches because that's that's what they condition these guys to throw from the moment they get in the league. It's about 100 pitches
Yeah.
and that's it. And it sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks for us older fans. The
You're gonna
younger
be
guys they
resting the
don't know any
next
better.
6, 7 days. Like, come on.
Yeah, especially
Come
for
on.
us. Like I thought, and maybe eventually we'll see. It is early in the season. Maybe as the season goes on, because we are using that 6-man rotation and these guys are pitching every 6 days, maybe they'll eventually,
Throw a
start
little
pushing these
more.
guys a little bit more.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll
Enjoy
see. As
yourself.
Carlos says, that's a fact that easy, but it's just how it is, and we'll be bro. That's why having a great bullpen is such a great. Yeah, no, it's key. It's
No,
key.
for real.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, again, man, it was just a great day at the ballpark. It was great to see
Absolutely.
Pete get that home run early. You know what I mean? Yo, look, why did Vlad? I'm sorry, I just saw this. And Vladdy tried to fake the funk today. Vladdy fake tried to fake the funk ticket. He gets cheered everywhere, so getting cheered here didn't really mean nothing. Let's listen to this garbage. Hold on, let's listen to this garbage real quick before we get out of here. Last one, guys. Last one.
Normal, obviamente, ¿sabes? Yo nunca he sentido que ningún otro film me ha hecho, me han abuchado, ¿sabes? Todo el tiempo ha sido querido en todos los estadios.
To be honest with you, that's normal for me. I mean, like I never have been like boo in other stadium. Everybody always have been nice to me everywhere I go.
Normal.
I'm pretty sure they boo his ass in Yankee Stadium. He be killing them, and he's talk garbage about the Yankees, like he wasn't gonna go
Yup.
play there. He's a liar. Déjate de hablador de lo mío, que ese bulto, manito, deja el bulto, deja
He
el
was trying to
bulto.
settle it down a
Oh,
little bit.
I gotta get out
it
of this
always
because
does. I've been really
Brandon Nemo says he loves winning in front of his fan base. Let's listen to this real
Yeah,
quick.
it always does. I've been really fortunate to have some good home openers and to do well. We have a pretty good record on opening day here in City Field. So
Mhm.
to add to that is amazing, and I always love winning in front of this fan base. So a lot of fun, and we look to play on this momentum and keep it going tomorrow. But it's one game, and we pick it up again tomorrow and try and go 1-0 tomorrow.
We love
There
winning
you
with
go.
you, man. Shit.
There you go, baby. Yo, this team is focused this year too, though. You
Yep.
heard? They seem focused this year. It's a great thing. Hey, John, man, good to see you. And that's what it is. Bullpens were out. But they talk about depth, and this year we have quality depth, right? Last year we had all these optional relievers and all of this nonsense, and
They
we saw how
weeded
many
out the
guys we ended
bullshit.
up DFAing. Yeah.
They weeded out the bullshit.
This year, Chile says that's why having Serge is so important. He knows how to build the bullpen. Loco, yo nunca quería saber dominicano. Yo no soy dominicano. Yo no soy. What are you talking about, Junior? First, que yo no quería saber del Lindor. Now you don't quiero saber de dominicano. What? What? Yo lo que don't. Tú sabes muy bien. Because we Dominicans, you can't bullshit us, bro. Vladdy was trying to bullshit us. You know what I'm saying? On that note, though, Quays.
No.
People now get to know you. They always hear Quays. They don't know what the hell Quays is.
They're like, what's a Quays?
Yeah, right. Listen, and I just called him because the guy has a very exotic name, So I tell him your name for real. Tell him your name.
My name's Quasey, but I go by Quace the Far Right on Instagram. If
I
y'all
just
want to
call him
follow me.
Quays. It's just easier for me, guys. But yeah, man, give me your last thoughts before we get out of here, bro.
Last thoughts before I get out of here. I better see y'all at the games every day, all day, yelling to the top of your lungs. You shouldn't even be able to talk the next day. That's all I have to say.
Nah, man, bro. But thanks for joining me up here. So you guys can see, I barely have a voice, so I needed the help. And we're gonna be doing much more of this. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, you guys already know, man. We just had to pop up a great, quick, blunt thoughts. My guy Joel, my guy Quace was pushing me like, you got to do it. And I was already kind of thinking about it. I had thought about it all day, but then once I got here, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, listen, I should just lay the hell down. But nah, this was fun. On that note, not going to the ball game tomorrow. So far, I'm mad. Somebody gave me a Juan Soto pin, please. Nah.
Oh yeah, make 2 of those. Yeah.
Right. But if we don't go to the game tomorrow, maybe we do a live. Maybe we do a live watch. Maybe Quays pops in. I don't know what he got going on. But let's see what happens. But I'm not yet. Guys, it's going to be a fun season. Guys and gals, I apologize. It's going to be a fun season. It's going to be a fun season if you're able to make it out to the ballpark. And when you make it out there, come check me and Quays out. We're usually out there by 1:34. If you don't see us and you see guest services, my guys Ricky and Dennis, ask him, yo, where's that fool head blunt thoughts? And he'll let you know. Y'all, you already know, y'all. LFGM, baby. Peace.
Let's go.
Full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feelings hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club